So this is the video that I'm going to be explaining how there's 3 rights taken away from us and how America is actually exercising their power to this. And we're going to start that right now. Now, a lot of you guys are probably thinking in your mind, what the heck is he talking about? How is our rights being taken away? So, this is how I see it. And you have to listen, otherwise there's no reason for you to be watching this video. We have to start from the beginning, from when the virus came. First of all, what other virus did America quarantine with? The major ones. The Spanish flu, that was one major one. There was another virus that I forget the name of, but I'm pretty sure they did not quarantine us between then either. So, here's the deal. No. So, we have to start from the beginning. In the beginning, obviously, in the Bible, it's going to be explaining the Revelation. The book of Revelation is probably the time for when we are right now. We have to see it as that. Stop seeing it as the government protecting us. 1, they are protecting us. I believe that. 2, they just took away our rights to do what we want. Here's the thing. You're probably thinking, before you say anything, you're probably thinking, how are they doing that? They're just protecting us. Now listen. They are not letting us go outside because they said if we do, there will be no trial for you. You will be arrested. Here's the thing. What does our rights say? We have a right to fair trial. What did the governors just do? They said no trial. No trial will be permitted. So that's one right taken away from us. Okay? You staying with me so far? Okay. Second thing is the right to bear arms. I think about every state in America has prohibited gun buying. I don't know why that has to do with anything, but that's the second thing taken away from us. So, if they told us to go outside because our forefathers fought for us to do what we want, that tells you that there's a freedom taken away from us. If you still don't believe me, then why is the people still forcing us into our houses? Some states are probably not stricter than New York, or stricter like any other state. That's because we don't have the virus as much as anybody else does. Okay, you have to remember that in the United States, 0.4% of Americans are infected or dying. You guys have to remember that people die from heart attacks and cancer more than that. And we don't even have that many people in just one city in Ohio. So that's one right taken away from us, the right to bear arms. 2, the rights to fair trial. That's the second one. Just because they want to protect us. No, listen, if they have faith in us, then they can still have a proper trial for us. They obviously do not have faith in us. It's because they are exercising their power toward us. People are so fearful, especially churches are so fearful about that because they said one thing. They said, we will not have a trial for you. You will be arrested automatically if you disobey us. That was fear toward the people. Sorry about my nieces, they're in the background if you hear them. So if you still can't understand and hear and see what I'm trying to say, maybe you're a kindergartner on here as in an adult body. But listen to me very closely and hear what I have to say. They're exercising power through healthcare. I know it seems silly. But hear me out. If they control you through healthcare, they can tell you what's necessary for you to eat, what's necessary for you to do, and what's necessary for you to go. Listen to me very closely. So healthcare, basically, if I'm a doctor and I told you it is very unhealthy for you guys to go out there and go to the park. It is very unhealthy, so we're going to close the park down. If they tell you that you can't dress like that because it's very unhealthy for your body because they give you very convincing things, they're going to convince you that way too. And if they tell you that you cannot be this person because it's unhealthy, you can't be a Christian because it's a disease toward America, they can convince you. All they have to do is just get a signature and then write it on paper. Hear me out. They're exercising their power toward us so that they can tell us through fear. Give us fear. It's all they have to do. And then they control us through healthcare. I'm not saying that all this is going to happen at once and destroy us completely. I'm saying it will happen in the future, where healthcare is going to be like, I can't let you go that way, or can't let you be this person. I can't let you be a Christian. What I think is eventually they're going to think that Christians are a disease for America. That's why everything's going downhill. So think about it. If they quarantine us to this virus, why didn't they quarantine us to any other virus? Because they're exercising their power toward this specific moment to see how far they can push us. How far they can push us through fear. And the more fear that is in our bodies, the worse we're going to listen to them, whether you're a Christian or not. Because like I said, eventually Christians are going to have to preach in secret because there's going to be nowhere for us to go preach. Yes, you can go on the internet, but here's the thing. God says do not forsake gathering. He didn't mean that online. He did not mean that. In fact, I think I read a verse that literally mentioned about him going against anything FaceTime-wise in gathering, preaching the gospel and gathering. It was about electricity. But off of that subject, you guys have to listen. Stop listening just to healthcare. Stop listening just to the governor. Start listening to what God's trying to say to you. He's trying to open your eyes to what's going on over here. He's trying to say to you, these guys are going to do this in the future. You need to be careful. But nobody's seeing that. Because what's happening is the news, basically, I'm going to give a news example. The news is basically giving you a different example. They're giving you a different example in the news. They're saying that they're trying to protect you. What they don't say is, we're taking away your gun rights. We're taking away your freedom of trial. We're taking away your just freedom, period. Actually, they did say we're going to take away your freedom of rights to fair trial. They did say that. And they said that about guns too. Once again, if you have any questions, guys, God bless you. Ask me in the comment section. Love you guys. God bless you.